Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Double honors to the Apostle GMS. This is Amna Allah coming at you with a video. And as you can see on the screen there, it's a Bible. And it says, there's an image of a Bible there. And on it says, read me. Okay? Now that's the spirit, because I just went to Google and I typed in Bible and went to images, and one of the first images that popped up, or at least caught my eye, or my spiritual eye, was the image of the Bible that said read me. Because that's what a lot of people don't know, which that's what a lot of people don't do.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Myrtle Avenue.
And that's what actually prompted me to want to do this lesson, seeing that image. You know? So right there, you on the screen, you see it's a Bible that says read me. And I'm driving right now, so I'm not going to be able to actually pull out a Bible. But I'm going through the spirit.
Turn left onto Myrtle Avenue.
Alright? Now, that's what a lot of people don't do. They don't read the scriptures. Okay? They do not read the scriptures. People will have a Bible in front of them. Matter of fact, I got one right here. You know? Yes, spirit. I got one right here. And I'm at a red light right now. But there's a scripture in the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3, that says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things that are written therein, for the time is at hand. So it says, blessed is he that readeth. Now read this don't mean look at words, and that's it. You gotta read and you gotta comprehend. And then you have to understand. And blessed is he that readeth. If you read the scriptures, you're blessed. Because in these scriptures there are laws, statutes, commandments, and prophecies. And if you take heed to what's written in there, then blessings will come upon you. But what has to happen first?
Continue on Myrtle Avenue for half a mile.
The Most High has to open your mind for you to understand the scriptures. Anybody can look at the words of the Bible, but not everyone can look at the words of the Bible and understand it. And the reason being is because the Most High has closed their eyes that they may not see, and has stopped their ears that they may not hear. Close their eyes not in a physical sense, but close their eyes in a spiritual sense, in an emblematic sense, or a symbolic sense, in other words. Because when you read the scriptures, and the scriptures speak about when scripture says certain word I'm looking for. Alright, when scripture says he that have ears to hear, let him hear. It don't literally mean he that has physical ears in their ear, let them hear. It means he that has spiritual ears, let them hear. In other words, you're hearing something to hear. When you hear something, you understand it. That's what it's saying. So he that has spiritual ears, let him hear.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Marcy Avenue.
Meaning he that can understand the spirituality of the scriptures. Yeah, I can understand it, because basically what happens is this Bible is like a spiritual tether, so to speak, that attaches us to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And most people can't hear these words because the Most High is not granted.
Turn right onto Marcy Avenue.
With spiritual ears to hear. Okay? Because you can have physical ears in your ear, down when you actually hear what's being said. Example, in the book of John, chapter 8, verse 47, the scripture says, he that is of the most, Yahweh said, he that is of the Most High heareth the Most High's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of the Most High. So he that is of the Most High heareth the Most High's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of the Most High. So he that is of the Most High hears the Most High's words, meaning he that is of the Most High's elect, he that is of the Most High's chosen, hears the Most High's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of the Most High, meaning ye are not of the Most High's chosen, meaning the Most High has closed your ears. He has shut your ears from you being.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Park Avenue.
From you being able to understand the spiritual words being spoken in the scriptures. Alright? This is the reason why
Turn left onto Park Avenue.
you can speak to someone. You know, you can break down to them that the one world called Jesus Christ or Yahweh Shah is a dark-skinned man and with a white woolly beard, and they can't understand it. And in the book of Isaiah 6th chapter, it tells you, and he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed but understand not, and see ye indeed but perceive not. See, hear ye indeed and understand not, and see ye indeed and perceive not. You can hear something but not understand it. You can see something but not be able to perceive it or grasp with the mind. Everything I'm saying to you right now, some of y'all are able to hear with your physical ear, but you can't really understand the depth of what's being said because your spirit isn't tied in with the Most High and the Son. The Most High is not open up your spirit. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which Yahweh is the Most High's name, and Yahweh Shah is his son's name, and the world is called Jesus Christ. They have not opened up your spirit for you to be able to understand the scriptures.
Continue on Park Avenue for 1.5 miles.
And the reason why, because you're not chosen. It's that simple. Brothers out there that have woken up to the knowledge that they're Israelites. Once we heard the word, it's like our spirit just tuned in. Alright? And when you read on in Isaiah 6 and 10, Scripture says, make the heart of these people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their ears and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. So it says, make the heart of these people fat. When you look the word up fat in the Hebrew, it means calloused. You make it callous or make it hardened. Like how you have a callus on your thumb, it's hardened, or a callus on your toe. Make the heart of these people fat, heart meaning the mind. Make the heart of these people fat, or the mind of these people fat. In your mind is your spirit. Because the little scripture say in Ephesians, being renewed by the spirit of your mind. So make the heart of these people fat. And when you go to the book of John, I believe it's the 9th chapter if I'm not mistaken, when you go to the book of John, when the scripture spoke about how the Pharisees spoke among themselves about Yahweh Shah, the scripture, Yahweh Shah said, I believe Yahweh Shah said, why think ye evil in your hearts? Let's Google that. Why think ye evil in your hearts? And the scripture will pop up. You don't think with your heart. Your heart is an organ in your chest that pumps blood. Why think ye evil within your hearts? Meaning what? In your mind. Okay? So the scripture says, make the heart of people fat. And make their ears heavy. And shut their eyes. Lest they hear with their ears, see with their eyes, and convert and be healed. In other words, make the heart or the mind of people calloused. Harden their minds so that they can't understand the scriptures. Make their ears heavy and shut their eyes. Lest they see with their ears, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, meaning their mind, and convert, come to the truth and be healed. The Most High didn't want them healed, so the Most High actually sent out an angel to blind people from understanding the scriptures. That's the reason why people can't get it. Like you got this big thing of these Israelites out there going confronting them Edomites with that whole situation with that Native American. Those guys are doing that stuff for attention. That's why it says in the book of Philippians, some teach Yahweh Shah have envy and strife. Certain people that teach Yahweh Shah, for the purpose of confrontation. Some people teach Yahweh Shah solely for the purpose of confrontation. And that is envy or jealousy. You got certain people out there that call themselves Israelites. All they do is make videos about GMS. They'll make videos about no other topic. They don't go into the chip. They don't go into no kind of prophecies. They don't talk about anything. If it don't involve GMS, they don't want to talk about it. Wow, because they don't read the scriptures. They don't really understand the scriptures. So they can't speak on any topics other than GMS. It's like when you first come to the truth. When you first come to the truth, you don't know nothing. When you first come into the truth, you don't know nothing. What do you know when you first come into this thing? You don't know anything. All you really are is a parrot. You know, you regurgitate what it is that the elders teach. What it is the elders say. But when you come into this truth, there's a certain level of experience and a certain level of understanding that you acquire, that you attain through the Spirit. And then you start learning things in the scriptures that the apostles and elders and other brothers haven't even taught. Alright? Because the Spirit starts working with you. That's how when you come into this thing, it's like really, it's like when you come into this thing, you know, and you call yourself coming up on a certain level in the Spirit, you just can't be out there, you know, alright, my turn to speak, and what you doing? Cursing out crackers, cursing out faggots, you know, cursing out homosexuals, cursing out white people, cursing out the black woman. You know, every time you speak, you're going on a spiritual rant. It look like, honestly, it looks like it makes you look like you don't know anything. Truthfully, it really makes you look like you don't know anything. You know, you got to go beyond that. That's why you got to read the scriptures. You got to be able to speak about more than one topic. Nobody that's been in this truth for 8, 9, 10, 11 years, 12 years, you know, should come up to speak and know you're doing just cursing people out. I mean, do you read? Like, are you reading the scriptures? You got to come up on a certain level of understanding. You know, you got to pray to the Most High and ask the Most High to open up your mind. And I'm about to hit the highway right now, so with that, I'm going to end this show. I'm going to say, oh, we both learned something, and I'm going to say, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, B'Shem Kakodash, Shalom.